Hi, I'm back again with another video. It's been a week since I've done one, and this time I'm doing the top 10 worst minifigures. I already have a list, but before I begin, I will just like to let you know I finished the collector, and I haven't made anything. I just barely started making these figures. I'm moving on to 10 different figures now. So first, I'm doing Captain America from Age of Ultron, from the first Avengers, Captain America from Age of Ultron, Hellboy with horns, Mega Predator, I already finished it, Spider-Man, the Stark Tech suit from Captain America Civil War, Predator 2.0, the Alien Queen, Leatherface Ugly Lady, Leatherface Butcher, and Slenderman. And if I turn out not wanting to make one, I'm just going to cross it off with a red pen. So, yeah, forget the noise in the background. It's just something that my brother's watching. So yeah, and right here we have the top 10 worst minifigures. Number 1 is going to surprise you a lot. But, starting off, number 10, Predator. I know I should have just put it up, it's just that this figure is just kind of bad. I mean, it's a good paint job, but it just starts to scrape off if you don't put enough. And even with that, this helmet, it's too big. Like, if you know what the Amazing Armory Mark 7 torso piece is for Iron Man, well, yeah, I need something, like, to bulk this up, because this is not big, because it's, like, that big compared to a minifigure. And then this thing I tried to make out of a Ninjago shoulder pads, it just turned out to be weird in the end. Next up, Jason X from Jason X. Yeah, this is one of the worst figures. I mean, everything right here is fine. It's just this. I tried to make Jason X as best as I could from the face, but it turned out to be a fail. But I'm not gonna make a second version of it. The only thing I'll probably make a second version of is the head, but that's it. And then the machete that was crafted out of an Ninjago Season 6 pirate sword that was gray was good. And then the sculpted chest was okay, I guess. Next up, Freddy Krueger. Again, it's just that this, again, with the face, it just ruins the figure. And same thing with the claw. He does not have 4 claws. I wanted to make it like that, and then I made the claw, but it turns out that he didn't have it when I saw the movie again, and I did not want to scrap that idea, so I kept it on there. Next up, this is probably going to surprise you, but Pennywise. Again, this is a really decent figure. It's just the face. I don't know what this is. This looks more like, I don't know what it is. And plus, you can see some orange and like some black splatter from the left eye on here. But other than that, it's still a pretty decent figure. I sculpted everything on here, painted all 4 sides of it. I tried to make something for the arms, but it just turned out to be a fail. So yeah, this is still a pretty decent figure. It's just the face that ruins it. And even the sculpted hair piece was actually inspired by one of these hair pieces, the Doctor Who hair piece. But yeah, if I found no other hair piece, I would have just used this hair piece for Pennywise. And yeah, so I just copied the same hairpiece like that. So yeah, Pennywise would have worn this if I had no other hair to go off of. But yeah, that hair was highly inspired by the Doctor Who hairpiece. Anyways, next up, Leatherface. It's a pretty decent figure. It's just the face. Sculpted hair doesn't even look like it. I mean, even with that, the legs are compatible with to match it, but it's just the torso too, the chest piece. I should have done some sculpting to make him look fat. And then with the brick built chainsaw, I'm not. It just makes it a little bit better, but not really, because it's still big and it's brick built. I have to use Lego pieces somewhere in here, and hopefully for a Leatherface Butcher or a Leatherface Ugly Lady that I'll be making in the next week or so will be better than whatever the hell I was trying to do with that. Next up, Ultron, and this one was a good try. Uh, it's just that I wasn't there yet when making this figure. I mean, the yellow hand, the wire's made out of Procreate, and then it's still okay. It's just that it looks weird. And then I saw the movie again a couple days ago, and I realized he did not have this lower jaw piece. So yeah, good figure, but it was such a fail compared to my other to Ultron Prime that I made. I mean, what is this? Like, honestly, what is that thing? Anyways, next up, this is gonna be like a showcase too. Red Skull again. This is just a terrible figure overall. Mostly because of this. Doesn't even look close to it. I tried to take it off of image. I mean, even with the Hydra symbols painted on the sides of the arms, it just. And then was actually the first time I took cardstock and made it into something else. And plus, this doesn't even look like him from the first Avenger movie, especially compared to Michael MGF's one that he has made. So yeah. Anyways, if I would probably try to make a second version of him, but I highly doubt it, since that I'm gonna be busy with a bunch of stuff for school this week, and along with a bunch of other stuff, and plus I go to Comic-Con tomorrow. Anyways, number 3, Baldy from Baldi's Basic. Yep, this was a terrible figure overall. I mean, I didn't even have to paint anything on this figure. But I'll be taking off the limbs and telling you what I had to paint. I had to just paint that and that. That's the only work. And then this is just a regular green shirt and blue jeans. But yeah, the face just does not look like Baldy. I mean, it took me only like a couple minutes to figure. It took me like not even 5 minutes to make this figure. Like a 3-minute figure to make. And then if you realize the paint scrapes off of hands, so yeah, I just stopped painting hands, and the last hand that I painted was for like my upcoming Hellboy that I'm working on right now. Anyways, number 2, this figure, again, the face, terrible, and then you could still see like the blue pants that is right there from the crotch area. I mean, compared to my most recent Captain America that I showcased in the top 10 video, the top 10 best video, was just better than this one overall. But yeah. So, Yeah, I have better painted faces than this, like Michael Myers and other people. Okay, finally we made it to number 1. This has to be the worst minifigure that I ever made. Yep, it's this. So yeah, this is terrible because I got the N-Art set and I just decided to put a scrappy head, put that on. So the actual paint work that I did for this figure was this. And this is my first custom minifigure that I have made. And also the worst figure that I have ever made. I mean, the only stuff that didn't need to be painted was this. And then, yeah, the only paintwork that had to go in it was all of this. I don't even know what this is. And just look at Bonnet. Doesn't even look like her. And there's blue sticking out from it. It's just, what the heck is this? I mean, I have better painted faces now than whatever the heck I was trying to do with that. But yeah, this has to be the worst minifigure that I have ever made. And there's barely paint scraping off of it now. So yeah, I am not making a second version. Five Nights at Freddy's was a good try, but it turned out to be terrible in the end. Anyways, so yeah, I'm working on heckin' new figures right now. I finished making Captain America from the first Avenger, and one from, Captain America, the Avengers, but I have to get another Flash head. Same thing with the other guy, the other Captain America that I'm making. I just need another Flash head for that. I mean, like this. This is terrible compared to my most recent one that I have done as the Mega Predator. I mean, there is a size difference. Like, if you take Baldy for a reference, this is how big a Predator would be. Because this helmet is not accurate at all to it. So yeah, I'll be showcasing this when I'm done with all those 10 figures, along with the rest of the figures that I have yet to showcase. And so yeah, that's my top 10 worst list. So I'm gonna go, and yeah, so like, subscribe, share the video, and see you later. Bye.